What's up friends? Today we are going to make a different video, and that is to see what it's like to be a Filipino aircon technician. This is Jonnel, 28-year-old living in Pangasinan, and he is just waking up for work. Usually, mornings like this makes it hard to get moving, so he'll still sleep for about 5 minutes until he gets up to start the day. Good morning! Did you sleep well last night?
Oo, yung bitin nga lang.
How long did you sleep?
5 hours lang siguro.
Before taking a shower, he prepares his breakfast first. He likes to drink hot chocolate with cereal paired with monai, a Filipino classic bread also known as pan de monja. In the Philippines, it is common to eat bread in the morning, which is usually paired with coffee or chocolate drink. After that, he goes straight into taking a bath as it gets himself to feel energized and wide awake. In the Philippines, the traditional way of taking a bath is through a pitcher or tabo and a wash basin or planggana. And the way to get water is through poso, also called bumbaan. Though there are established bathrooms with showers in many households on these modern days, it is still widely used as means to take water to cover up for necessities involving water itself, such as taking a short bath or washing clothes. After the bath, he then changes to his working clothes, and then he heats up water to prepare breakfast for his wife. Having a little poultry place for chickens to be raised, he feeds his chickens every morning. It's pretty common in the province to raise animals, as it's also one of the main sources of their livelihood. After that, he prepares himself and checks everything he needs before leaving. Today, he is using his wife's motorcycle to get to his work. From his town to his work, which is next to another town, it's a 30-minute ride. But, depending on the traffic, it takes longer than usual, as 8 a.m. is the typical start of businesses in the Philippines. If you don't have any vehicle, the usual means of transportation in the province is to take a tricycle, a jeepney, or a bus, depending on how far your work is. Whoa, I got to try filming him as I take on the motorcycle. It was windy, but it was awesome. Upon arriving in his workplace, he registers his thumb in the biometric scan, and then he proceeds inside to attend the prayer session. In the Philippines, there are many religions, but mostly are Christians who believe in God. They do this every day so they will be protected in the work field, and they will be guided in their work. After this, he continues to stay at the reception office to get the information of the people he'll be doing the aircon service for. Usually, aircon technicians are assigned with 2 installations every day. But if times are not busy, they are given multiple minor tasks, including conducting surveys, cleaning, and troubleshooting. After that, he then goes upstairs to which the location of the main office is at. Here, assigned tasks are conferred by their officer. The office is responsible mainly for communicating to their suppliers and doing paperwork for the company. After his assigned task is approved, Jonnel then heads to grab the tools, materials, equipment, and everything that he will need in installing an air conditioning unit. Notable ones are toolbar, vacuum pump, manifold gauge, a hand drill, a ladder, copper tubes, wires, and brackets. Technicians are also assigned to drive a tricycle or a delivery van, but here he will be using garong, a type of tricycle that is enclosed, which is best for carrying heavy stuff. As he is preparing stuff, let's talk to someone working here. Hi, what are you doing right now?
Bali si gagawin ko, naisusukat ang terara may agamit ng karoman para may return da, no do ka. Tapos ay trabaho kasi dyan, parts custodian. Man 7 years mo lang dyan, TECHNO Magic.
What is the most unforgettable experience in your 7 years of service?
Siyempre, yung mga madami kang makakasama mga technician, madaming dumarating, madaming umalis. Enjoy lang yung trabaho.
There was one more person who has been in the service for a long time. Let's talk to him. Hi, what are you doing right now?
Bale, ano sir, chinecheck ko yung mga copper tube nila sir. Sinusukat ko yung mga ginamit nila kahapon sir.
What is your daily routine in here?
Ano sir, daily routine ko dito is pagka-return nila sa akin ng tubo, yung ginamit nila kahapon sir. Tapos saka ko sila releasean na naman ng panibagong materialis para sa schedule nila yung ngayon sir.
What happens if there is a missing material?
Ibabase namin sir sa yung request sir, request. Kunwari, pag na-check namin lahat ng dumating, tapos pagka merong wala sir, pag nawala yun, charge sa kanila sir. Pero depende na lang sa sitwasyon kung paano nawala, baka naiwan lang sa customer, o kaya na misplace lang, ganun na, o kaya na-check pero hindi nadala, parang ganun sir. Kaya depende pa rin sa sitwasyon sir.
That was interesting to learn other people's jobs. But let's go back to Jonnel. He leaves his workplace along with another aircon technician to do the field work. They are always in pairs, and if the workload is a lot, sometimes they go 3. Depending on the location, travel time differs, but it does not take more than an hour. They navigate fast even without GPS, as they are used to doing this every day. However, they cater and conduct services for the entire province, so that's really amazing. Their first assigned task was to conduct a survey. Basically, they are inspecting on the prospect place where a new air conditioner will be installed. During lunchtime, they usually find a spot where to eat in the location they are currently at. In the Philippines, you will almost always find a place to eat that is cheap and affordable. They offer varieties of food to choose from, including chicken, beef, pork, and vegetables. It's like a small cafeteria as it also has good food to eat. After they eat, they find their next location to do their service. Firstly, they inspect the house and checks if the spot they choose before will be the final spot where the aircon would be installed. He has to assess so the process will be correct. Now, onto the operation. It will be a long work for him, so he needs to prepare everything he will be needing. An air conditioner unit has 2 parts, the outdoor and the indoor units. Both can be obviously understood, but you will understand it more as we go deeper in the video. Anyways, Jonnel then goes inside the house where he unboxes the indoor unit and prepares it to be installed. Measuring is key to installing the unit correctly. Using a level bar and a pencil, he skillfully measures where he would make holes. After that, he drills the circle outlines using a hand drill and installs the bracket that will hold the indoor unit. Why did you make a big hole on this side?
Kadalasan kasi pag first floor o ground floor, sa kanan yung butas. Pag sa second floor naman tayo, dito tayo magbubutas sa kaliwa. Kasi ang inaano natin dito yung maintenance ng unit.
That's a nice information. To make time efficiently, his co-technician connects the wires which will be responsible for the connection and overall functioning of the unit. That's a great tandem they have. Helping each other is the key to completing tasks efficiently. Going on the outside now, Jonnel repeats the same process that he did on the inside, outlining, drilling, and installing the brackets with bolts and nuts. In order for the indoor unit to be connected with the outdoor unit, a wire is pushed out to connect the 2 systems. As he is taking time, let's check his co-technician Joel on the inside again. How do you know if the unit is intactly placed?
Ito, meron siyang hanger doon sa likod. Tapos yung plate natin, meron siyang pagsasabitan niya. So, ayan, nakasabit na siya.
Wow, that's good to know that their service is assured. Anyways, let's go back again to Jonnel. Now, he is wrapping the tube with white aircon wrapping tape to prepare for later use. He is also taping the coils that will be responsible for the exchange of cool inside the room. It is vital that it will not leak because the system will break if it does, and your air conditioner will be wasted. It takes skill, and careful hands must be observed. After that, he goes back to his spot where he now installs the copper tubes. This next pipe that we have will act as the exit of the water. Basically, it's a drainage of the air conditioner. Here, he is now working on enveloping the pipes with squishy rubber tube to protect the copper tubes from getting wet on the outside. Now, all the tubes are connected with tapes. All of these tubes will contribute to the good exchange of cold and warm air at the same time for the regulation of the air conditioning unit. He usually does wrapping and connecting tubes on the ground. But since the location of the outdoor unit to be placed is at a higher ground, he did it there. The weather was kind of cloudy, but rain or shine, it is their duty and wit to install and complete their task within the period of the day. Each technician has their own style on how they install the unit, but there is a standard that they follow so there will be no failure in the operation. In Jonnel's experience, he has been working as an aircon technician for more than 3 years. He did a vocational course before, so he is well versed with working with tools and air conditioners of any type. By the way, the blue pipe which will serve as the drainage needs to also be wrapped so it will be presentable. After Jonnel has wrapped everything, he coils it up so it wouldn't be an eyesore. The length of the coil can be 5 to 20 meters, but the standard and the usual practice is 10 meters. Finally, the outer unit is brought up. He is a strong man to carry this unit. For the unit to not be displaced, the unit is installed with more bolts and nuts. Safety is always key. In order to check, remove air and moisture on the system, he uses a vacuum pump to avoid damage. He also measures the pressure to make sure that the unit is functioning well using manifold gauge. These are starter pack tools an aircon technician always needs. It's always key to keep things organized, so whenever he needs a specific tool, he quickly finds it. By the way, ergonomics is important in installing an aircon unit. An awkward positioning may cause physical problems such as backaches in the future, so it is important to fix your position in the way you are comfortable with. As a final touch, covering the hole where he drilled is important so water cannot go inside the house and your work is clean. After the work, he fixes everything and returns the things in the garong. He also cleans the mess on the inside after drilling the walls so everything will be clean. Checking on the inside, his co-technician has also installed breaker and the unit has also been properly placed. Quite a good team. Finally, the heavy work is done. Before they leave, they make sure to do the paperwork and arrange everything so the transaction will be cleared that the service has been well delivered. Every technician has their own technique on how to deliver their service, but the endpoints will always be a satisfied customer with their aircon unit installed. From inspecting to the installation process and service rendered, up to cleaning and packing and doing paperwork, everything has been efficiently completed. After that whole work, they are now ready to go back to their servicing office. Once they arrive, he still has some things to do as his post-work, so he will be as efficient even up to this latter time. Meanwhile, let's check their administration office. So Sir Jonnel is doing something right now, and as we are reading, let us take a look what we can find here at their office. Hello, what are you doing right now?
Nag-input ng mga information ng customer sa system.
How long have you been in the service?
8 years.
What are the problems that you usually encounter in your work?
Madami. Yung sa papers, kailangan kasi ng mga information ng customer. Pag kulang-kulang yung information na nilagay nila dito sa service code report, nagkakaproblema din ako sa pagpapas sa main office ng document kasi kailangan nila full details.
What do you do to remedy those types of problems?
Kinakausap namin yung mga technician na isulat lahat ng info na dapat at hindi yung mali-mali kasi sa amin din babalikin.
Well, organization should always be observed wherever you are working. Anyways, that's nice for her to share her point of view. Let's go and talk to one more person. Hi, what are you doing right now?
So may dinala si customer dito na ang unit niya, ang problema niya is dead set. So binaklas ko tong board kasi in-check natin kung ano yung problema na nagkukos ng pagka-dead set niya.
What is the most interesting part in your job as a brown line technician?
So kapag nagre-repair ka, pagka nahanap mo yung problema, pag naayos mo, yun yung pinaka-interesting talaga na masasatisfied si customer doon sa unit na pinagawa niya sa'yo, yun yung pinaka-interesting talaga.
Although their company mainly caters air conditioning units which are white lines, they also cater brown lines such as fixing TV components. Their technicians are also well-rounded not just in installing aircon units, but also in troubleshooting and repairing components vital in many electronic appliances. Well, that's a nice thing for us to know that technicians are equipped with almost any kind of electronic solution. Once 5 p.m. hits, they are now ready to do their work. Just as when he came with a motorcycle, Jonnel also leaves with a motorcycle. Being well-versed in navigation, he uses different routes depending on the traffic. But this time, he went straight to the route towards the province's capital, Lingayen. Coming back home, he quickly changes his work clothes to home clothes and arranges his things back to their respective places. He then feeds the chickens as it has always been his role to feed them. Chickens gotta eat too, you know? After he does his chore, he then helps in their newly established ihawan business to earn and support his family's finances. Chicken intestines and chicken parts, hot dogs, longganisa, and balut are some of what they sell. By this time, he finds time for himself to scroll on his phone a little and go straight into the bed to sleep for a couple hours before his supper. Tired from work, he deserves a good nap to regain his strength. After all of that work, Sir Jonnel got tired and so he's gone to bed, but he'll still wake up for dinner and to have a quality time with his wife. And after all of that, he'll still go back to bed again. I guess that's pretty much what's in a day of a Filipino aircon technician looks like. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like a video similar to this featuring a day in the life of a certain Filipino's job, leave a like and let me know in the comment section what is this job that you want to see. I would love to make more videos like this. I will see you in the next one. This has been Jay, wondering how odd, isn't it?